This goes to like comments I made that people don't actually understand it because they wasn't there when the narrative, the name was created, or the title of Batman and Robin, right? And that when you start putting that out, like fans today are young, they don't understand the past, where the idea of Batman and Robin is just two great players playing together, and one is a little bit better than the other, and then they just called that the dynamic duo, right? Batman and Robin, right? What ends up happening when media starts like continuing to say, well, is this really a Batman and Robin? Is this like two Batmans? And then once one person feels that he's on that level and people are writing about it, the egos is what breaks everything up, right? Just like the egos, they didn't break it up, but everybody was trying Boston, right? When Dwayne Wade and LeBron teamed up, right? Whose team is this? Right? When you start doing shit like that, Kyrie and like when you start doing that, the ego itself as a hooper, competitor, you automatically start asking, hey, damn, man, I should get a little bit more of these touches. Right? You know, this is like, you know, you're doing, like Shea did something that a lot of champs didn't do, right? The main guy gave the Robin his flowers on national TV.
On the stage during the post-game celebration ceremony.
In the past, they didn't do that, right? So when I make the statement and say no one gives a fuck about the number 2 rings, it's not my opinion. That's history. It's shown, right? Are y'all respecting Scottie Pippen for 6 rings like you do Michael Jordan? No. Right? Are you respecting Clay with his 4 rings? Did you put him in the top 75? No.
They did not.
Right? I mean, right? So, hell no, he's not in the top 75. Number 75 is Dame Leonard.
True.
Okay, so you don't respect the second option. So what ends up happening is last night, you got the number 1 guy saying, no, this is my guy. He helped me in the past. As a second option, you seeing motherfuckers there celebrating, doing it. Like, think about Kyrie. Hit the shot. Boom. He's hit the shot. And then everybody, LeBron. He's sitting there like.
Yeah. And I remember an interview with Doris after the game. Kyrie thanking LeBron.
And he was hoping in that series.
Yeah, all right, man.
Human nature.
I need my own motherfucking
Can't
team.
fight human nature at times,
And my shoe.
But that's what I'm saying.
My shoe almost.
Like, you want to be acknowledged.
Yeah, that's all it is. You want to be, and
Shea did that. To your point,
Shea did that, right? Before the media can come in, starting next year, like, who team is Jalen? Is Jalen the best? Like,
You don't think they did that back in the day?
No. Same thing Kobe was mad about. Like, I'm doing all this in the game 6 in the game 7.
Shaq said something about Kobe.
Shaq said, yeah,
After the 3rd championship.
But Kobe thing was like, y'all, no matter what, y'all not going to give me my respect if I don't win without Shaq.
Yes, and that was the whole thing.
That's
But because he wasn't getting the respect.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because
That's when
it was real. Like he had, like, in his mind, I have to win without this dude. You know what I'm saying? There's no question about it. For my legacy and what I think I am to this game, and I have to win without Shaq, right? Because that was the thing, man. Like, it just, you guys, everybody in the league at the time, bro, and you would get a unanimous fucking 100% Shaquille O'Neal. Like, it just wasn't a question.
And then the Tracy rumors being better than him.
Say it again?
The Tracy McGrady, back then, Tracy led the league in scoring, getting triple and quadruple team, but averaged 32. Like, it was a thing, but that's what I'm saying. As the when you're the second option, like, you're putting in the same amount of work, right? But you're not getting the same amount of love. And that's why I said, like, when you're talking about history, and you're talking about, you know, I seen someone throw a whole bunch of names, and I'm like, oh yeah, all them names you named. Who talks about them? You think Scottie Pippen on the voters vote, the people who used to write for him and love on him, you think he feels good sitting at 32 when 31 has no rings? That's Allen Iverson. Number 29 has 0 ring. That's Chris Paul. Like, you think he feels good, like he's respected, sitting at 32, there's 2 people right next to him, no rings? And y'all saying rings matter? Come on, man. Hey, stop it.
You think that's how Jaylen Brown feels?
Rings does matter.
So, okay, so if rings matter, how can Rings matter.
Right?
He's underappreciated.
How does
Right. Even though he still got it, it's still kind of like
he won.
right.
He's gonna find. He still feel disrespect.
Right. Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. If rings matter, then
And he got it.
And he got the hard one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got the hard one.
Can you tell us why Scottie Pippen is 32 with 6 rings, 7 All-NBAs, 7 All-Stars, 10 defensive players, and Allen Iverson's at 31?
Who put him 32?
The media.
The square.
The media vote.
The square
people
media.
who vote for it. So if rings matter, because remember,
respect
who
that.
writes
I
the
can't-
rings matter?
When you put Kobe at not in the top 10, I don't respect that.
But again,
so that
they're right.
don't matter to me. So
See, that's it. You can't do that.
You can't, because I don't
that's
have.
the problem.
If you believe, so what they say
The
goes
problem
to
is
you. What they say
what I'm
goes
saying
to
is
you.
the people
We
who
need
are
something
voting
to go
get
after.
paid.
We need something to
No,
go
what
off
I'm saying is that the people
I'm
are
not
voting.
going off of Kobe's not in the top 10.
Okay, but if the people are voting, they get paid to do this job, and
they
instead
got
of
hate.
looking at it,
And they
you
got hate too.
automatically try to take away the conversation to
And they got
answer
hate
the question by saying, I don't respect it.
They
That
got
doesn't
hate
get
too.
to it. That doesn't get
They
to the
got hate
answer.
too.
I'm asking you
They got
to
hate too.
answer. How do you think a man with 6 rings sitting at 32, how do you think he feels if 31 and 29 has no rings? So when I say rings don't matter, I have examples. Because I can tell you this, what I did was this, how I came to the conclusion. I said, you know what, this don't make sense. There's something we're missing here. You know what, I'm taking away all rings. Fuck them. No. All rings are gone. No one has rings. Let me just go to these people's accolades. Let's see who they are. So I wrote down everybody's accolades.
I'm not doing
Wait, dude. Everybody's accolades. So I wrote down everybody's accolades, right? To see to see if this makes sense. If you go in this order, MVP first, give it the most points. Second, scoring titles. Third, first team All-NBA, because that's top 5. Defensive player of the year. Second team All-NBA. If you go like that across the board, you will get Jordan, LeBron, Kareem. That's how it would look. So when you say, why isn't Kobe in the top 10? He only has 1 MVP. Everybody in front of him has multiple MVPs.
You sound like a man that ain't won.
No, I'm talking
like a man that ain't won a ring.
I'm not talking from my.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
like,
talking from.
I'm not
hold on.
that. Look,
I'm not talking from my opinion, dog. I'm saying this is what the research that I did said. I said I looked at the top 75 list. They have it in order from the writers. I said, all right, Clay not being in the top 75, and he got 3 rings at the time. 5 All-Stars, 2 All-NBAs. How is 75, no rings, 6 All-NBAs, and 6 All-Stars? Doesn't make sense. These rings should be able to put him in front of Dame. So I said, okay, remove it all, and then I took a month, went through the research. The research says they respect MVPs first, scoring title second, All-NBA first team first, defensive player of the year, then second team All-NBA, because second team All-NBA is top 10 in the NBA. And then when you go by that and put the points, I don't give a fuck if you go 10, 9, 8 on the points, you will come up with the top 75. The only thing that I found wrong was how, with the metrics that was there for everybody else, how is Oscar Robertson in front of Kobe? Now remember, if the number 1 stat is MVPs, think about everybody else in the top 10. They got more than 1. Scoring titles is next. That's why Jordan can never be passed, because he got damn near 8 more than everybody else. Right? So if you put, 200 points in on 100, however you want to do it, that scoring title, 10, there's nothing you can do about that. He can never be caught because of the metrics of that. Like, this is not the eye test. They're going off of a metrics. So when you say Scottie Pippen at 32, if you take away his rings, did he have a better career than Allen Iverson? No. Allen Iverson got 4 scoring titles, an MVP. No.
No, I get it.
So it's saying that, yeah, this is just a cherry on top.
Way better career than.
Let's get back to talking about.
You said he does?
Yes.
If you take away the rings, he has a better.
No.
Okay.
Career, you can't take that. So, come on, how you gonna take away something that?
I'm asking, but okay. See, you have an opinion.
This is crazy, bro. Let's just take away all rings.
So,
answer the question. So if Scottie Pippen's at 32, how is Allen Iverson at 31?
So who opinion do you respect when it comes to somebody's top 5?
I can't because every time he have who's the top 3 we always mention? Everybody outside of ESPN.
It's players. That's our eyes.
But you can't have them at 8. That shit don't make. All right, come on. Be right.
So that's the problem. See, that's the problem where no one gets.
So this is what it would be, Nick. Right. So this is what we. Just hear me out. So if the players that played in the NBA did a list, Kobe would not be at 10.
Would not be at 10.
But that's the thing. They're not asking the players.
Well, some of the players contribute.
Some of the players vote too.
Some, but not the masses. It's not players, right? It's the square media, and it's dudes that
don't like that.
That don't, but it's personal.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
It's just strictly stats.
It's
strictly stats.
It's personal.
With that metric, yes, if it's stats, yeah, but I'm just saying, for
Nick, I just told you the metrics. MVPs won. So if you want to put 100 points on MVPs. Look, what I'm saying is put 100 points on MVPs. What I'm saying is put 100 points on MVPs. Put 90 points on scoring titles. Put 80 points on first team. Put 70 points on defensive player of the year. Put 60 points on second team. And you start counting.
Gilbert is in front of Kobe. Gilbert is in front of Kobe now.
Swaggy. All right, I got to stop y'all. We got a lot of NBA finals.
So what I'm saying is how?
Gilbert is top 10.
How? Does he have MVPs? Does he have scoring titles? Like how does that? How does that?
Defense player. He got everything.
Defensive player is 60 points. So he got 60 points. What does that got to do with scoring titles? Scoring titles is 90 points each. That's 108. What are you talking about?
I feel like we're gonna talk about this all summer long.
But what I'm saying is we shouldn't. Just do the math yourself. And then you can
do the math.
You can stop asking. It's all accolades. It's individual accolades, and it should be told
and rings don't count.
They should have told us before.
We don't play for the championship like
that. No, we play for it. They tell us.
This wasn't shit. Why we don't
See, this is why it's hard to have an educational conversation because you're using your emotions.
No, you said rings don't count, so what are we playing for?
The data says rings don't count. Because if rings count, sir,
we've been doing this.
We just playing the play.
What I'm saying is,
this shit has been going on since Friday.
Yo,
94.
Did you read my message?
93.
Do you see what I said?
This has been going on in the group chat for literally 72 hours.
Hold on. Because no one wants to have a real. He wants to use his emotions.
How am I using emotions?
Then answer the question with a reasonable.
I can't talk without you saying rings don't count. If rings don't count,
okay. Rings count. Rings count.
Fuck.
Rings
Let's
count.
be realistic.
Okay, so rings count. Then answer this. 1993. 1993. A man by the name of Michael Jordan has 3 rings. He was ranked the best player ever. He jumped Magic Johnson, who was number 1 before that, in front of. So Magic has 5 rings. Kareem has 6 rings at this time. Bill Russell has 11 rings. Can you tell us with an educated answer?
I'm gonna wait till McCann's come.
An educated answer. How did Michael Jordan get crowned the best player ever with only 3 rings?
Shit, I don't know. I'm gonna wait.
I'm just asking a question, man.
We gonna wait.
If rings matter, how did the guy who has the least
rings don't matter
become number 1?
Rings don't matter.
I'm just asking a question. This has nothing to do with your personal. I don't give a fuck about personal. I'm just asking. I'm looking at the data and saying, hey, he has 3 rings.
So you just play.
How is he in front of a guy who has 5, 6, and 11?
I can't tell you. You just play.
Oh, you can't? Yeah.
I just want to know what list we gonna go.
I know you can't. I know you can't. I know you can't.
We'll talk list. We will talk list. I get the feeling. Y'all know I'm playing around. I can see the future. We will talk this well into the summer, into next season.
But we shouldn't.
We shouldn't. But let's talk right now about the Oklahoma City Thunder.